Hi! Well, the new 49th episode of Skibidi Toilets is out. Now we will fully analyze it and I will show you all the secrets that you didn't notice. And there are a lot of them, so watch the video until the end to not miss the most interesting. At the end, as always, we'll talk about theories, so you'll enjoy it for sure. The action of the new episode takes place on the same map as the last one. And just like that, there is no link to the map in the description. And as we remember, DafuqBoom edited this map and added Easter eggs to it. Let's break it down. First of all, in the last episode, we were a scientist cameraman. But in this one, we're a regular cameraman again. You can see this by our arm. Our character lies on the ground and slowly gets up. Before this, we have seen the cameramen in two states. They are either alive or destroyed. How they can lose consciousness, we haven't seen. But the beginning of the episode clearly suggests that the cameraman was unconscious but woke up. That's also where we see the BMA's graffiti. Write in the comments if this is present in the original map. But I suspect it is not, because there is a square in the center of the letter B that looks like a TV screen. As we remember, TV men say words backwards, and if we read the word backwards, it would read zombie. This is exactly the effect that TV man screens have. We also see a speakerman with his speaker head ripped off. It's just a regular speakerman like the one that helped us stand up in episode 24. Next, we get up and see 3 more cameramen, one of whom also has his head ripped off. This doesn't look like a toilet circular saw. He would have sawed them apart. It looks like they were destroyed by regular Skibidi toilets. There's also a destroyed repair camera lying nearby. These are the ones that charged the cameraman Titan in episode 23. It certainly looks like the head of a large cameraman. But throughout episode 49, we don't see his body around. So it's the repair robot that was repairing Titan. By the way, at the end of the episode, we finally get close to the cameraman Titan. I'll tell you why, so watch the video to the end. And we continue on and see Gman Toilet, but with a new upgrade. He's wearing fancy yellow glasses. Apparently, he made conclusions after the battle with TV Man Titan, where he almost lost. By the way, these glasses look a little similar to Dafuq's. And it seems to be a hint that the creator is helping Skibidi Toilet's side a lot. G-Man crushes something and flies away. Pay attention to his size, and further you will understand why I said that. G-Toilet flies away, and in front of us the whole street, with 2 destroyed toilets in the middle of it. Apparently there was a battle going on here. Next we see a cameraman cut in half. Poor guy shows his thumb down, and this is also for the first time in the series, because usually everyone showed a thumbs up. By the way, during the episode, we never see the lower part of his body. I guess the circular saw toilet has been here for a while. There he is, by the way. Look at this. This cameraman looks exactly like in the last episode. Many people assume that Plunger Cameraman will have a special role in the series, but as we can see, he is destroyed. It's possible, by the way, that there are many cameramen like this, and this is just one of them. Next, we see a new creation of Skibidi toilets attacking us. First of all, notice that in new episodes, more and more toilets have robotic legs, or they're flying, while the first Skibidi toilets just rode on their bottoms. Apparently, the toilet scientist is constantly inventing new things. We see more and more improved toilets in just every new episode. Let's explore him in detail. On the bottom, it has an attached KPRL speaker, just like the regular speakerman. This creature has a camera on top, but not an ordinary one. It's a black camera like the Plunger Cameraman. We conclude that there are several such cameramen, which means that one of them in the last episode could have survived. This is very important because he is the one who could have kept the cannon from getting to the Skibidi toilets. But back to our monster. One of his arms is modified with a saw, and the other with something like a cannon or a taser. His eyes are protected by a new device. It's tightly attached to his head, and it's not like any of the previous ones. It seems likely that Skibidi scientist is testing different options for defense against the TV men. Strange thing is, G-Toilet had no eye protection at all, and just glasses appear in this episode, while the other toilets have different masks and better eye protection. By the way, at the back he has another mechanical arm similar to Titan TV Man's ones. Toilets is definitely focusing on science and technology in this war. It's still unclear to me why this toilet needs a camera and speaker. We saw a vacuum toilet use a camera because he had no eyes, but this one can see just fine. Maybe he needs the camera to get a better view of the back and sides. I'm still not sure what this toilet needs a speaker for. It's possible he's carrying all this stuff like trophies. Notice how carefully he moves towards our character, as if he wants to saw off another camera without damaging it and hang it on himself. Next, we see something hit Toilet and break his glasses. There is no bullet or sound to break them. It's like some kind of power surge hitting him in the face. And we see TV Men and TV Woman. This is the second woman in the entire show. The first one we saw in episode 29, it was Camera Woman. When she bends over, we see kind of a blue skin on her neck. But it's not. Next, you'll see that it's just the collar of a sweater. Notice the device on the right TV man's head. It's the only thing that could break Toilet's glasses, because they're not holding anything and the screens aren't on. And I don't remember the screens breaking the glasses. Apparently, the TV guys made a little cannon that shoots at the glasses and shatters them. It's great that we're seeing a technological race between the two sides. But back to TV Woman. She has a new ability to ignite her victim. The glow of her screen is orange, though we've only seen blue and red glow in other TV men. While Skibidi Toilet goes up in flames, the sawed-in-half cameraman in the back hopefully raises his head. We see that the camera on his head is exactly the same as Plunger Cameraman's camera. Note that Toilet's skin is charred and black. Here we see two new toilets react to the sound and immediately appear. You might think that there is only one, but in the background you can clearly see a huge helicopter toilet in a mask. Remember, I said to pay attention to G-Toilet's size. Look how much bigger this toilet is. You could definitely call it the new Skibidi Titan. And so does the circular saw toilet from last episode, deciding to destroy the new TV Man enemies. And this is where we see TV Woman's second ability. Her head can turn into a temporary parasite. Moreover, unlike the Skibidi parasites that have to be dropped from above, TV Parasite is equipped with a jetpack and can fly herself. All indications are that the TV men stole the technology from the toilet scientist. That's not surprising since they can teleport anywhere. Up close, we can get a better look at this toilet and notice that he has strange speakers on the sides. Also, his mask looks like a camera. By the way, that the parasite technology is the same as Skibidi Toilet's is indicated by the blue lightning bolts during the infestation. You can also notice that the toilet has two jet turbines at the back for flight, but one of them is intersected by a saw. I realize that all this is created in the game, but how does this saw spin if the turbine passes through it? In general, I can talk about the shape of the toilet too, but it's not so interesting. It's better to pay attention to what the author of the series left us. As we notice again, Saw Toilet flies straight towards the Skibidi Titan, and he jumps up and flips over from the explosion. It's hard to tell if it survived since it's huge and behind the houses, but the TV parasite definitely survived and calmly returned to its body. As I said, pay attention. This is not a skin of blue color, but only the collar of the sweater. By the way, it's not really clear what exploded in this area, because the toilet flew much farther away. And in the back we see and hear the appearance of new Skibidi toilets, including the Strider toilet from episode 47. Notice that the TV men have moved forward. You'll see why. By the way, there are 4 Skibidi toilets. There is one on the left, 2 in the center of the street, and Strider toilet in the background. And we see TV Woman's third ability to teleport someone with her. And we arrive at the cameraman's lab. There are a lot of interesting things to notice here. The most obvious is the sign of the cameraman Titan. This is my favorite character in the series, and I'm glad Dafuq didn't forget about him. We saw exactly the same sign on the wall in episode 23 when Cameraman was being repaired. Next, the teleported TV man took the sawed-off cameraman with him. Apparently, all TV mans can teleport someone with them. But then I don't understand why they abandoned the others in episode 43. Perhaps they didn't have time, or there were simply not enough of them to take all the cameramen and speakermen with them. But I still rate it as a betrayal, and I don't feel good about the TV men. I think they can be expected to stab someone in the back. I'd be more careful with them. Although in this episode we see them helping the cameramen. That's the cameraman engineer, by the way. The exact same guys with welding machines were involved in Titan's repairs. Notice the colors of the suits on these cameramen. We know for sure that the white suit belongs to the scientists. And these 2 guys we may have also seen in episode 43. Anyway, it's just clothes. There could be a lot of them. Notice the texture of the ceiling. It's exactly like the wall texture in the hangar with Titan. That tells me he's somewhere in this area. I really hope to see him in the next episode. I also noticed that after the scientist pressed the button and something on the panel activated, the TV woman's teleportation started. Maybe they don't teleport on their own, but it's controlled from the lab. Then the scientist set the coordinates and teleported her to another location. By the way, Speakerman and Cameraman are exactly where they lay in relation to us in the last location. Maybe the scientist restored them by pressing a button, or maybe they were restored by another TV man during teleportation. Either way, I just noticed the similarities. It's just my guess. Anyway, the sign saying that help is coming soon in the last episode was clearly telling us about Titan Cameraman. I assumed he was being remade into Speakerman, but the creator is clearly telling us that is not true. I'm sure he'll be much stronger than we've seen before. I have a feeling that Titan is right outside this gate, even though it doesn't look like the one the toilets used to enter the lab. One more thing. Look at how the TV parasite flies sideways while the jetpack turbines look down. I don't know if that's new technology or just a movie mistake. And lastly, what does TV woman say? This time, even listening in reverse, it's hard to understand what she's saying. I did a little bit of audio processing and this is what I got. Personally, I still can't hear the first word for sure, but the second word is now. It could be leave now, but I can clearly hear the S sound. Leaves now or breathe now are my final choices. Either way, it doesn't really make much difference in understanding the plot, so I won't focus on it too much. Now the theories. First of all, the Computer Man theory is irrelevant. I don't think we'll see any new races until the Titan storyline is revealed. I'm also guessing we were shown a giant toilet for a reason. Even if this one was destroyed, there could be others like him, and I'm sure the TV parasite is prepared for G-Toilet. It will be fun to watch Gman Toilet fight on the side of the cameramen, while the infected Titan Speakerman fights on the side of the Skibidi toilets. Also, I'm pretty sure that this lab will repair the TV Man Titan, but maybe his head will be replaced with something else, maybe even a computer. Then he'll be the only member of his race. The TV parasite could also infect the giant Skibidi Titan and use it against G-Toilet. Another option is that the TV parasite is created to take control of the Speakerman Titan, so we'll see an epic battle between the two parasites for the right to control Titan. Well, that's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to not miss the analysis of new videos. Also, write in the comments if you noticed something I couldn't. By the way, have you already gone to make art with the new TV woman? And that's me, ISO Toilet. See ya.